Other game I want to talk about is another game that came out last week. It is Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. This is the third Mario and Luigi role-playing game to come out on the DS. It's from Nintendo, obviously, but a developer called Alpha Dream. And the previous two games were some of my favorites on the DS, Partners in Time and Superstar Saga, I think it's called. So these are Mario and Luigi platforming kind of take on the traditional Japanese turn-based role-playing game. In this game, it, I think, does a genius, brilliant job of utilizing the two screens because you have the plot of Mario and Luigi getting sucked inside Bowser, getting shrunken down and sucked inside him. So on the bottom screen, for most of the game, they are running around in his innards, and on the top screen you get the outdoor view of Bowser, and you can flip between playing both of those modes. Leveling up, getting items, all the trappings of a traditional role-playing game, but done with that sort of tongue-in-cheek, Nintendo, wonderful way. Dan, did you enjoy this game as much as I did?
Maybe.
Or pause.
Let me say this. I think it's a brilliant game. Totally. Because
there's a butt coming.
That means bad.
No. Well, the butt is
that's my review. It's a brilliant game. Here's the thing.
Like everything that's brilliant about it comes with the one thing that's like, okay. So first of all, it's actually kind of funny. That like the thing
it's
with
well
Nintendo,
written, right?
The thing
Very
with Nintendo,
funny.
the thing with Nintendo games is those word bubbles, and I got a million of them, whatever.
Yeah.
These happen to be funny and well written.
Great localization.
Right.
Translation from Japanese.
Totally right. It's not weird. Exactly. That being said, there still were way too many of them, and
you can't skip them.
Yeah, and it's like I wanted to just get through them, and if they were,
when you have to load and you have to go see something.
You gotta just pay. You gotta.
I hear you.
Scream. Look, guys, learn about storytelling because if you have them shorter, then I will want to read them because I know. But when you have a million of them, it doesn't matter how it could be written by Stephen King, and I'm not interested. Stephen King also writes very big books. But
his games just
and the platformingness, a little bit of the puzzle solving. Here's the thing: I didn't get super deep in this game, so I'm anticipating that it gets extremely difficult.
It does,
and that creates wonderful challenge.
It does
because earlier on, there's
yes.
not as much challenge, but I can see that. Oh my gosh, like the time, like there's a little bit of a rhythm game in the combat system. There's a little bit of like the leveling up is fun.
Yeah.
It really gave me.
They made sure to add action, beat-to-beat action moments within that turn-based style. So where most role-playing games you would just kind of wait and see and select from a menu and then have the guy attack, you literally have to keep jumping and dodging.
You have to be engaged in it. Yeah. I love this kind of role-playing game. It is phenomenal. I mean, the only reason why I didn't also have a blast is that, I mean, I really did have fun, but I didn't have as much fun as I thought the quality of the game was because I don't love this milieu. I was sort of like I don't love the Mario universe. I wanted to.
You're dead inside.
Well, because I wanted to feel like cool. Like this world is so cartoony and I don't know.
Wonderful and youthful and wonderful. That's because you're.
That's true.
Yeah. Alex, are you also dead inside, or you have some wonderfulness?
Maybe. So
well, don't taint.
To make it
the love.
You said taint.
This game, when I picked this up, first off, I was sort of surprised because when I had seen it, it was like, oh yeah, it's like you play a level, side scroller as Bowser, then you play side scroller in Guts as Mario and Luigi is what I anticipated when Dan handed it to me and said, oh yeah, whatever, I got like an hour, it's cool, no biggie. And he was like, it's not that kind of game. This game is early Final Fantasy having sex with Super Mario, and Wario is videotaping it.
But for kids.
But for kids. That's what this game is. First off, so much fun, at least for me. I had a blast. I loved the switching back and forth, the ping-ponging back and forth. The writing is hysterical. It nailed RPG for me. I'm not a big Japanese RPG fan. But for some reason, the leveling up of the characters and the different abilities and stuff, and maybe it's just the story, I could get into it a little bit more because it's sort of familiar. It's like Mario, They actually did something which I would like to see MMOs implement, which is, this is how you level, your stats are level, you're one level, boom. Is there a stat you'd like to gamble a bonus on? Genius. I hit 4s a couple times and I was like, I'm the most powerful man in the world! Yeah, it's like these little itty bitty things. It's just so good. And then learning how to manage your items and all this stuff. All the things that I believe people love about Japanese RPGs that I just can't get into enough to love about them. I was able to experience in this game. I thought it was great, super deep, and super fun.
I loved it, and it really, you said deep at the end there, and it really is. It's a big, long, fun game. I can't wait to play more of it. Wonderful looking game on the DS. You know, between last week playing Scribblenauts and this week playing this game, I'm reminded how much I love my DS. You know, we've been, the handheld space for me has been dominated the last few months with my iPhone. I forgot how great the DS can be, and this game really reminded me that the fact that you constantly are getting new power-ups that do new and interesting things. You know, you're turning your thing sideways and blowing into the microphone, like all kinds of crazy stuff. I think this is one of the best DS games ever. I think it's better than the two previous prequels to this of the same style because doing the Bowser elements are so much fun. You feel much more powerful when you play as him. He's got some interesting
specials.
Yeah, exactly. And the going inside him stuff really works and really is fun. Yes, there are those things, those trappings of Nintendo games that are still annoying with, you know, yes, I really wish I could skip this. Some of those things are still there and it's annoying, but overall, a really fun, great game.
We should say too, no stylus involved, which some people.
Oh, there's some stylus. Yeah, there's Bowser attacks.
That's true. That's true. But
and
also,
mini games. There's little mini games where you have to do.
I think I only had one stylus. So you're right. But anyway.
But no stylus.
I was new to the dual dudes. Like Mario and Luigi, which is there's been a couple of these, but the idea of normally when you platform, it's just your one guy has to jump. Here you have to jump using two buttons or at the same time, and always playing with that was awesome.
Very clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.